You guys having a fantastic season. What have you changed?
We got a good team. We've been pretty solid for 3 years now, which is good. We got a couple new guys. Corey Joseph, Biz, Damari Carroll, who's not with us, they're kind of defense first guys. We've been scoring a lot of points the last couple of years, and our defense has been a little up and down, but we've got a little bit more of a defense focused, which I think pull out a little closer games because our defense is good. Yeah.
Last season, you guys caused a whole bunch of havoc with your campaign of We Are North.
Yeah,
caused a lot of noise. You're doing it again this year. You've got the All-Stars coming to town next month. How exciting is that for you guys?
Hopefully you guys are coming because it's unbelievable. I mean, what is happening with basketball in Canada and Toronto is just unbelievable. And my personal experience, and this is truth be told right here, when I first got there 3 years ago, they had some like 20-win season, 30-win season, and I landed at the airport and I tell people, hey, I'm, they're like, what are you doing here? I'm like, well, I'm a coach for the Raptors, and they were like, like literally laughing at you, you know what I mean? About, oh man, the Raptors are terrible, we like the Raptors, and then literally the change, we got rolling in that first year, we won 48 and set a franchise record, we got in the playoffs, and it was like unbelievable. I mean, you guys probably saw, sold out, obviously, 10,000 people right outside watching on big screens. I mean, just pandemonium. It was awesome, and I think with all the good players, Wiggins and all the guys that are Canadian coming through, the national team's getting better. It just, man, they love the team.
Well, does that put more pressure on you again?
Of course.
And
of course.
Obviously, the expectation of the team this year, and
of
how
course,
it's been reacting.
Like we were happy with every win back in the first year. Like we didn't know we were coming out of, again, 30 wins, going from 30 to 48 is a big jump in the NBA, and then now it's like we're supposed to beat everybody, but it's okay. I mean, that's what if you're going to be a good team, that's what it's going to be.
Eastern Conference, because you've given us something to talk about. When we talk about Cavs, we're now comparing to the Raptors. You've got Kyrie, you've got DeMar. There's something, aren't they?
Well, you want to be relevant, right? You want to be relevant, and we're relevant. People, like you said, people talk about us, and people expect us to do well. We got two what I'd consider legitimate all-stars now. And again, 3 years ago when I got there, those guys hadn't been to an all-star game, either one of them. But now they'll probably both be there, and they're legit. Valanciunas is growing into a legit big man. It's a place now, I think, where people want to come play. And it used to be kind of like Pluto or the outpost of, the free agents were like, we're not going to Toronto. It was like, man, do they even have a 7-Eleven there? Or, can we get?
That's where the Argonauts
that's right.
So what was it like coming back to London for the second time?
It's awesome. Awesome. I to be honest, like the grind of the league is so intense. Like, for instance, last week we were in Cleveland Monday. We played there. We went to New York, played Brooklyn, took a train down to D.C., played them, got on a train, went to Philly. I mean, like in 5 days, we were in 4 different cities, and then we got on a plane to come here. Like, I hadn't really registered, like, oh my God, we're going to London tomorrow.
It's a bit different from Brighton to Worthing, from Brighton to London, from Brighton to Sheffield. Oh my God.
So I didn't give it much thought, but when we were coming in, and I was looking out the window, and I'm like, man, this is awesome. I bet, you see all the green fields and rolling around London, just the buildings, and for me it was seriously, it's great.
Are you missing British basketball at all?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
I wouldn't say that. I missed the national team. I thought that was amazing to be a part of. Obviously the Olympics, all that stuff we did at the end was great. And, the British basketball thing for myself and Finchy and Donald and Billy Mims, all these guys were all coaching. It was a great way to cut our teeth and learn. I was like, when I was first coaching, I was like 22 years old, and coaching Terry Mangum, who was like 37, I'm like, wow, Terry, get on the line. He's still playing. Yeah, so, great way to just, didn't know anything what I was doing, but I was figuring it out, taking the knocks and trying really hard. You know, I remember like Cato was the man, right? So I was going to watch Cato play every chance I got. You know, like driving down the motorway from Birmingham to watch him coach because they were the team to beat, and that's what we strive to do. So it was a great, like I said, great place to learn.
And then from your experience with the national team and where we are now, I'd say there hasn't been the progression that we hoped it'd be. What would you say? What's missing?
You know, it just like hurts my heart. I mean, I'm not British, but I spent 10 years of my life here, and a lot of sweat, blood, and tears in the basketball community, and we could never get it to take hold. Every time it'd make a surge, it'd take 3 steps back, and I don't know. I mean, how come it hasn't? I don't know. I mean, I have some personal reasons. I thought there's a lot of two things. One, I thought it was hard for the emerging player to continue. Like the 14, 15, 16-year-old gets right at that breaking point of getting out of school and getting to a club, and none of the clubs could really finance that, and the kids couldn't finance it themselves. I mean, just simple things like getting on the train to make it to training. You know what I mean? And you know, to pay for that every day, and we just the infrastructure just wasn't there. And the other thing, I thought there was always a lot of infighting. You know, like the team in the city is fighting with all the junior teams, you know, that are, and they don't like each other, and it seemed like, man, we all needed to put our arms around each other, and it just never seemed to be able to happen. I don't know.
The crazy thing is like, I'm fairly certain I saw a stat that there's more Brits now in college than any other nationality in the States, and you know, hopefully it's taken away that first obstacle. But you're right, all the other stuff is
I did an interview back in Toronto this morning, and the guy asked me, European basketball is huge, right? We all know about how huge. Why is Britain? And I said, man, I wish I knew. You know, it's a huge population, great sporting country, great athletes here.
Second most participated sport.
And it just has never come together, and it's sad. I mean, for all of us that are involved in it, it's sad that it continues to be the next great sport that never seems to make any progress.
How was the coaching clinic yesterday with the future coaches?
It was good. There was like 120 coaches there. Saw a couple of people that I knew, obviously. That was great. Saw a couple former players there that are now coaching. That was great. We had an under-18 team from east part of London, and they were excellent. Great. They did a great job.
Your best London accent?
No, I don't have
Come on.
No, I don't. I never. Come on, love. No, everybody always.
Come on, love. Come on.
Do you want a cup of tea, love? Oh, my God. It's more Brummy, though. Is that more Brummy?
You can't top that.